VAR and referees are killing football at the minute, and I'm going to explain to you why they are. We have now had VAR since 2019, and if I'm being completely honest, at the start we were all excited about it. Oh, there's not going to be as many mistakes, it's going to help football. But in reality, it's a complete opposite. It has killed football and is ruining football because they just want to get involved at every possible opportunity. So I'll use the weekend, for example. Man City, Cherky scored from inside his own half to make it 3-1 to Man City. And Szoboszlai and Haaland have a little bit of a tussle. It's not a clear and obvious mistake by the referee to let the goal stand. That is what VAR's job is, what they've said for this season, that they are only going to interfere if it's a clear and obvious mistake. But they're interfering with everything. So they're contradicting themselves because they're not just interfering when it's like that, they're doing it all the time. So the goal's gone in for City. Liverpool haven't got a man sent off. But VAR think, no, we've got to have a look at that. Because the referee plays advantage, then Haaland fouls Szoboszlai back. So then they pull it back to award a free kick. And they've sent Szoboszlai off for a denial of a goal scoring opportunity, where Liverpool were going to lose anyway. But it's made it so much worse, and like it just killed the game because it was such an entertaining game and a drama-filled end of a game because City had come back from 1-0 down to then have won the game 3-1. But that goal got chalked off, so it was 2-1. And if Man City lose the league because of one goal, what's been chalked off by VAR, it's going to cause absolute uproar. And it's just not worth it for VAR to get involved for silly mistakes. Sorry. It's not worth it to get involved for silly mistakes. And they just need to, even with stuff like handball, they're checking it over and over again. And if it took less than a minute, fair enough. But it's not. It's taking 3, 4, 5 minutes. And it's not enjoyable to watch because the next generation, they're not going to be able to experience football where you score a goal and you go absolutely mental because, oh, we've scored, there's no chance it's going to get chalked off. But now if you score, your first thought is it offside? Is there a foul in the build-up? Will the AR chalk it off? And it's just killing the emotion and the excitement of watching football. And that's a big factor for me personally, because when you watch football, you want to enjoy it. You don't want to worry about all them things. It's like, look at the Championship. If you go to a Championship game or an AFL game, you're buzzing when they score and you don't have to think VAR might interfere here. But if you go to a Premier League game, you have to sort of halt your celebrations because there's this overhanging factor that VAR might get involved. And as for refereeing, because VAR have sort of come in and said, right, we'll tidy up your mistakes, the standard has got lower and lower because they are now sort of relying on VAR to pick up their mistakes. So they're slacking off. So no matter what standard of refereeing is, it's getting worse. And it's a real big problem because with linesmen in particular, they're not flagging for an offside until 10-15 seconds after that phase of player's died. Because VAR say that if it's tight or even if it's offside, let it play out because we can go back and check it. But if a player gets injured because it's offside and it's miles off, which they still allow play to go, it's very, very dangerous for the player and also for the club season. And it could hamper them in a really, really negative way. So they really need to sort this out because we've been saying this for a few years now. At the start, we were excited for it. We felt, oh, it's going to make football better. But you can see that it's making the standard worse and worse. And it's having an impact on the fans. And if the PGMOL care about the fans' perspective, because football is supposed to be a game for the fans, they should listen to us and get rid of VAR because it is killing football. Because, like I said earlier, fans, they can't celebrate straight away now. They're having to hold themselves back and then celebrate. And the next generation isn't going to know what it feels like to celebrate a goal without having to think about VAR. This has been all for my video today. I just wanted to do a quick one to tell you guys my thoughts about VAR. And it would really help me out if you guys subscribe because 98% of you now who watch these videos are not subscribed. So thank you to the 2%, but we want more subscribers, please. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one.